What's up, guys? Derek from moreplatesmoredates.com. Today we're going to be talking about how long do you need to work out every day to get jacked, or on a weekly basis, how many days a week do you need to train? And there's a misconception that you need to be like balls to the wall training every single day, and pros do 2-a-days training sessions and whatnot, so that's like why they're so big and stuff like that. But it's not necessary. And I'm pretty sure most guys watching this channel aren't trying to be Olympia level competitors. And the majority of the reason guys are doing 2-a-days workouts is they're either going back to do their cardio, or they're on so much gear that they can support the recovery necessary to do 2 workouts a day. Whereas for a guy like me, and most likely for somebody like you who isn't on like a boatload of stuff, you're gonna be fine with training 4 to 5 times a week. I train for no longer than 1 hour per session. Sometimes my sessions are 45 minutes, and it works fine for me. And there is a training style out there called DC training that is actually it's not extremely popular. It's almost like an underground kind of like bodybuilder sort of training split that it's not super mainstream, but it's kind of mainstream in the underground community. And with that training split, you're only training, I think, 3 times a week is the basic training split. And then there's like an advanced split where you're training 4 times per week. But it's like literally 3 sessions per week where you train just like balls out for 45 minutes to an hour, doing 1 exercise per body part to complete failure, but making sure you actually, leave it all out on the floor and just like you have no gas left in the tank by the time you're done. But you're only training 3 times a week. And a lot of guys find that program more than sufficient for growing at a great pace, and they make amazing progress with it. And I know that popular Kino Body guy or whatever, he advocates 3 times a week as well, and that seems to work well for him and his followers and subscribers and whatnot. And like, obviously I'm not saying that's like the thing you should be doing or anything like that, but I'm just saying you don't need to be going to the gym 7 days a week training for like 2 hours per session to get really good results, because that's kind of a misconception in the community. They think, like, one of the things I get asked most by people who don't train at all really is, how often do you go to the gym? Like 3 hours a day? And they think I'm training. I probably train less than the average gym rat, to be honest. And that's just because there's like this saying, it's like train smarter, not harder, or something like that, or work smarter, not harder, I think is the saying. And it's kind of true when it comes to bodybuilding as well, because you don't need to be in the gym killing yourself 2 hours a day to grow. And honestly, having off days and recovery time is where you're actually going to recover and put on that new tissue. So training 7 days a week, and the moral of the story, you don't need to be killing yourself every single day, and you might actually be impeding your progress by training more than you need to relative to your hormonal environment that you actually are able to recover with. So if you're not in a hormonal environment where you can actually train 7 days a week, which you likely aren't, then you shouldn't be in there 7 days a week. A natural athlete, I don't think, needs to train more than like 4 to 5 times a week max. And I honestly train 5 times a week and no more than that. Sometimes I train 4 days a week. It works perfectly fine for me. I make sure I hit each body part adequately at least once. Ideally, I want to hit my lagging parts twice, but I don't always have the time for that. Life doesn't always allow that. But it comes down to priorities at the end of the day. So, and for me, bodybuilding isn't like the top of my priorities list like it used to be, whereas back in the day I probably would have ensured I was hitting that lagging body part twice a week no matter what. But at the end of the day, it's on you what you want to put into it and what you'll get out of it. But moral of the story, don't kill yourself overtraining, because it isn't necessary. You can get amazing results training 4 to 5 times a week for no more than an hour per session if you are training smart. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked that one. Please like, subscribe, check out my blog, moreplatesmoredates.com. Subscribe there. Talk to you guys soon.